Good morning, stackers. Gold is making a break for it. Is silver next? Let's take a look at all of the precious metals with me, Joe Main, brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. Let's do a quick synchronized slurp. Grab your tasty beverage. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let me know in the comments what you are slurping this morning. Here is gold on the daily time frame, priced in USD, $3,415. It is making a play for a break. Okay, so what we have broken is this downtrend line. We did speak about on the 4-hour and 1-hour time frame the fact that we were coming up to this downtrend line, and once we broke through, well, actually, I've been saying while we are above $3,350 roughly, okay, and it's taken from this high and this low with the Fibonacci on the logarithmic scale. While we're above here, new all-time high coming really soon for gold, so long as we remain above it. Now, we were faked out a couple of times, so I am more confident this time now because we have broken through this downtrend line as well. What would be a healthy move from here? Well, we've come up to the 0.786. Again, that's at that 3,415 roughly where we are now. What you'll notice actually is we've spent a lot of time in this general zone here. Can you see that cluster of kind of data? We spent a bit of time up here, but it doesn't spend a lot of time in that zone, a little bit down here, but this is kind of the cluster. Now that we're out of it again, that's good news and we've broken through. So what I'm expecting is something roughly like this. Now, of course, you can just continue onwards and upwards from here. That would be perfect, something like that. And then, yeah, look, all-time high coming really, really soon, and in a matter of mere weeks, not months and months and months down the track, okay, while we're above that 3350 area. Or you could expect something like this. Oftentimes when you break a decline, a downtrend line, and you get to some sort of key resistance, and it seems that resistance is around about here, you can have a breakout, and then what would be great is a retest of that downtrend line, and then breaking there would be absolutely perfect, okay? And as I said, new all-time high coming in gold real soon while we're above that 3350. So it's making a play. It's making a play to break, okay? It has broken technically that downtrend line. That is good to see. We just need to see it hold. That's pretty much all you need to know. And shall we let's take a look at the larger time frames just to see where we are. Very bullish on gold over the longer term. Okay, I think, $8,000, $10,000 gold, possibly even more, depending on where the world is going economically, etc. But this is on the weekly time frame. I'll show it to you on the monthly just to give you a quick zoom out. Okay, look at where gold has come from. Okay, this is basically the entire gold market going all the way back to, the 60s. Okay. Primary uptrend. The primary move is in a massive uptrend. Gold just tends to go up over longer periods of time. I have been saying, let's look at the other side of the coin here. Other side of the bullion coin. I had been saying for the last few months, because this is on the monthly time frame, that I hadn't liked these 4 spikes. Okay, it's unusual for me to see this. We have a big spike, but then a close way below. Big spike, 3rd month, and the 4th month. Now, it looks like 5th time might be the charm here because we've got only another couple of days. Unless we see a big move down in the next couple of days, it looks like we're going to have our first sort of solid candle body close for, 4-5 months, something like that. So that's actually quite positive. I'm saying this because this is an unusual pattern for me to see. Maybe you've seen them more often, but I was leaning more to the downside, okay? And I think that was also because if I pop on some indicators as well, and again, let's just look at the other side of things just in case. We are in extremely overvalued territory still for gold. Here's the thing though, you can spend a lot of time there as well on the monthly. You can see, looks like we might even be ticking up again, couple more days till the close of the month and the start of a new month. So as long as we stay around about here-ish, it's looking pretty good for some higher prices. And as I am saying, while it's above that 3350, new all-time high coming really, really soon. On the weekly time frame, let's have a look there. So what are we noticing? This is the relative strength index. Okay, on the relative strength index, we may have just simply come back to the normal kind of midway point on the relative strength index, and looks like we may have completely reset now, because you do go through periods of in a bull market, that is, you never get in a raging bull market, you don't get back into the extremely oversold or undervalued area on a weekly time frame. So as the number is going up, you can see you basically spend no time here. I mean, the last time we were even close to it is back in September of 2 years ago in 2023. So as number goes up, you just kind of get into extremely overbought, extremely overvalued. Then you just retrace a little bit and then it resets and then onwards and upwards. So it looks like, and look at the distance between it as well. So you can just eyeball it. Look at the gap between there, then the gap between there, and then where we are now. It's actually completely normal if we start heading up onwards and upwards again. And then we just kind of do this for a long while as the price just slowly creeps up and up and up. Again, on the monthly though, extremely overvalued. That won't last forever, but I am expecting a new all-time high in, yes, a matter of weeks. For gold, so long as we hold that 3350 area, and again, let's preferably rocket up from here, or at least bounce off this area. That would be good. Don't get back into the symmetrical triangle. That would not be preferable. Let's do something like that. And we're looking good. That is gold. I will quickly touch upon gold miners as well. So gold miners doing very well. If you want to get into gold and you want to have extra exposure, so even potentially gain some more wealth or whatever you want to call it, there is points where the gold miners outperform the spot gold. Okay, and gold miners are doing very, very well at the moment. This is the GDX listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Gold itself, if you take a look on the, where are we, the monthly time frame, new all-time highs, right? This is the monthly, right? All-time highs, not a problem. Okay, but look at this. No new all-time high yet. It is on its way, very close to an all-time high. It's coming. This is going back to August of 2011. So let me just show you this again versus gold. Okay, here is August of 2011, where we had a top of 1,877. Gold has gone hog wild since then, but look at the GDX. August of 2011, October, September kind of time, we haven't even broken the all-time high in the gold miners. So they have a long way to catch up, and I think they absolutely will. So I am seeing absolutely an all-time high being broken. I mean, we're on the monthly time frame. Next month, the month after, maybe we might find a little bit of double top kind of area here. People taking some profits, maybe because we're coming to the previous all-time high. But I think over the long term, we're going to be making new all-time highs in the GDX. So watch out for that. Out of interest, there's also an Australian version as well. Now, as you know, you're probably looking at this going, wow, that's already made an all-time high. That's because it's priced in Australian dollars. And you've got to see what your foreign currency is doing. So if you look up, if you can find the GDX on your own particular foreign currency, you'll see it's very much broken to all-time highs because your foreign currency floats against the USD. Anyway, GDX looking very good. Okay, let's take a look at silver. Here is silver on the monthly time frame, USD. $39. Okay, let's go back. That's the monthly. Okay, let's have a quick little look-see. I like to show you the macro view every single time. As we were talking about with Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange, the owner of Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, we were looking at the price here. And if I show you on the 3-month time frame, let me just give you the rah silver. It's looking absolutely brilliant. Okay, this could be the first time, and we haven't done it yet. We've still got about another month or so, but this could be the first time in all of history that silver has a quarterly close above $38 roughly. So if I show you right here, I mean, this is uber ultra bullish for silver. I just cannot tell you much more than that. Right here-ish, yeah, it's about there at $38. Let's call it close enough for jazz. Look at this where we are. Look at, let me get rid of that and that for you just so you can see. Look at this. If we close September, okay, or this quarter above there, first time in history, that is uber ultimately amazingly bullish. Okay, we've had a couple of spikes on the quarterly time frame. That's the spike to 50 in 1980. That's the spike to 50 in 2011. Mate, You do that, looking very good. Now let's look at the opposite side of it. Let's go to the daily time frame. Always got to look at the opposite side just in case, because we are neither moon boys or doom boys here. Okay, even though I am ultra bullish silver, you got to look at the other side. Here it is on the daily time frame. And let's see, so $39.05. Pop on some indicators as well. Your relative strength index on the daily time frame is looking good. OBV, if I can get that through, is that going to show me? It doesn't want to show me on the daily. Okay, that's fine. No problem. But yeah, room to move higher on the daily time frame, and we've just broken on the daily. Yesterday we broke through that $39 mark right there, so looking pretty darn positive. On the weekly time frame, looking very, very positive as well. I do want to show you on the 4 hour or the 1 hour, just for the intraday kind of people, maybe the day traders, or maybe the people that are looking to load up at a little bit lower. You should just be dollar cost averaging into your favorite metals anyway. The only thing I will say on the 1 hour time frame, and I'm being just really kind of picky here, and this is just kind of general weather report, the 7-day forecast kind of thing. On the 1 hour, and it's not confirmed yet, but we do have some potential bearish divergence. Again, this is on the 1 hour. It doesn't matter over the daily, the weekly, the monthly, etc. We all know where silver is going in the longer term, which is that way. But potential higher high, potential lower high on the relative strength index. I kind of do this more so just to see if my technical analysis predictive powers are somewhat good. So on the 1 hour time frame, I would suggest that if we break back down below about it's about $38.95. Again, this is real small time stuff here. Then I would say this is a pivot point, and then I would say, okay, for the next half a day, maybe day, possibly longer, you might get a little bit of a downward movement in silver. Is it going to matter over the longer term? No, but I'll track that because we've gone into overvalued or overbought on the 1 hour time frame, and then we're trending back down at the moment. So look, on balance of probability over the next 24 hours roughly, we will see a bit of a dip in silver. That's my guess. What will negate that? Clearing through that level there of about $39.20. That will invalidate it for the moment. Cool. That is silver, looking absolutely amazing on the weekly, looking amazing on the monthly, etc. We are heading upwards to that 50 area. Although I just do have to show you that other side of it, because if we start breaking back down below that line that I spoke about $38.20 or $38 roughly, that could potentially signal that on the 3 monthly time frame, we don't close September, we don't close this quarter above that 38.20 kind of area. That's what I'd really want to see, okay? That would be very, very bullish. If we don't do that, okay, well, it's 1, 2, third time that hasn't happened, then we'll just have to see. But very good if we close above that level. Let's see what happens in the next month or so. Hit the big red subscribe button to stay updated. This is going to be a long one today. Let's take a look at SIL. This is the silver miners index, similar to the GDX for gold. It's the SIL. It's the silver version. Need I say more? That's pretty much it. Okay, so that's where this is the peak in April. Had a peak in April of 2011. Let's go back to, again, this is on the quarterly time frame. Let's go back to silver and let's look at April 2011 roughly. Once again, yeah, there's your April 2011, the previous high of $50. What do we notice? Okay, both haven't done it yet. So it's different to gold. See how gold had its massive run, and then the gold miners are just catching up now. Silver and silver miners are kind of close to each other. In fact, silver, here's an interesting one. Silver is definitely higher. Okay, the SIL has yet to catch up, but catching up it is absolutely doing. It's just broken out of its key range right here. I think I might need to adjust that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll adjust that. And let's get into, that was an accumulation range. I'll get rid of that for you. Because we're on the logarithmic chart, I've just got to change that. And let's put in the zag zone. That's from the 382 to the 618. And we have finally broken out of that $54 level right now, looking fantastic. I'm going to say just onwards and upwards for the SIL. Number go up and down, but on balance of probability, we've broken through here on the 3 monthly time frame. So silver miners in particular are going to do really, really well as well. And they've got a little bit of catching up to do against silver spot. You can also look at, well, very quickly, the silver miners index to the silver price just for some extra confirmation. So this is tracking the silver miners index to the silver price, and I've had this drawn in for a very long time. We were ultra bullish above 1.27. This is a ratio. We've broken and looks like we're holding so far that 1.43 level. That's the 0.236 from this high and this low. Let me just adjust this to see if I need to. I do need to adjust that. So let me adjust that slightly. Let me go down to here and here because we have to account for the logarithmic nature of it as well. So we're actually coming up to some resistance here, actually. So we've broken through. Now that lines up much better, Joe. Okay, log is much better. You're seeing me change things in real time, and I adjust to the correct data. So we're actually coming up to some resistance now at around about 1.5. So this is the zag zone from this high and this low. So getting a little bit, we're getting into the expected kind of resistance range. So expect some kind of resistance to happen within this box right here. But again, you can see over the longer term, highly undervalued towards silver itself. Okay. And finally, if I show you for silver, I'll show you the silver junior miners index, which is another one. Now I'm currently in that. Okay. And I'll do some adjusting as well. This is on the quarterly time frame. That is just I don't even have Fibonacci in. Look how good this is for silver junior miners. Looks like it might be about to break out. And once again, there's times where the mining index stocks, massively outperform the silver spot price. Now, does that mean as a physical silver holder, you should just sell all your physical silver and get into the silver miners? No, you need a core stack of physical. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. But there are some people who like to try and up their physical stack by owning some paper silver miners like the silver mining index SIL or the silver junior miners index like the SILJ. Both are listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Look at that on the quarterly. That's here on the monthly. It's looking golden and kind of sky's the kind of limit. I mean, we're almost in price discovery, so looking very, very good. For all the silver stuff, let's take a look at platinum. We'll do copper as well, then we shall get out of here. Here is platinum on the monthly. Sure, 1,356. Not a huge amount to say. I do think platinum is slightly now overvalued versus gold and silver. I think it will continue to underperform gold and silver just for maybe another few weeks or a couple of months, something like that. Why? Because platinum had its breakout moment just recently and it massively started outperforming gold and silver. So it's just kind of lagging at the moment. We came up to this area here of the 0.5 Fibonacci from this high and this low, but I'll do that. Do I need to change it? Let's see if it's at the 618. Okay. New data, my funky people, new data. I adjust as the message requires. I just want to show you something though. Isn't this the power? Look at that. That is the power of Fibonacci. Right here, I'm going to go back. Watch this. This was on the linear scale and we came up bang on basically the 0.5 Fibonacci at 1,430. If I pop this on the log scale, which is now the one I'm going to use from now on because when we're in log scale, we use log scale Fibonacci. Bang, right there. And that's right on it. So that is, again, that $1,430 mark. We broke through. We just need to hold that 1,430. So while we're, 1,000, my apologies. Yeah, 1,345. So we've broken through there now. That's really good to see. As long as we hold above there, we are looking really good. Yeah, 1,345 roughly. And from this low and this high on the weekly time frame, we are currently bouncing off the 0.236. You could expect some resistance coming, some resistance here. And if we break down, my guess is we actually find little bit of lower prices still for platinum, and let me show you why. I'll put that in green. Yeah, close enough. Let me put it in green for you. I think we have the potential to come back down to around about that 1,220 kind of area before platinum continues on its way. Let me show you why. This is platinum versus gold and platinum versus silver. Could I be wrong on this? Yes. Dollar cost average anyway? Yes. But this is platinum versus gold, okay? As this is going up, platinum's outperforming gold. I do still think we have a little bit of room to kind of move down, okay? Just looking a little bit overheated, and platinum versus silver, still a little bit overheated as well. We just have a little bit of room to move down. So I think platinum will continue to underperform gold and silver for the next maybe few weeks, couple of months, something like that. And I think platinum will either go sideways for a bit, or it might even get down to maybe as low as that 1220 kind of area. Let me go back and show you the general, where are we? Right here. Where's my green? Right here. The general level, and I'll show you on the daily time frame. Of course, hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family, because I'll keep you continually updated. No, I don't want to do that. So anywhere down, yeah, kind of into that 1,220 kind of area, I think. So on balance of probability, platinum, I think, might see lower prices from here. At least it will underperform gold and silver at the moment. Okay, that is platinum. And let's take a final look at copper. And I really want to show you the COPX, the Copper Miners Index as well. Here is copper on the daily time frame. Again, $4.50 something. We've just been faffing around this $4.50 kind of mark. Looks like we might potentially have a breakout on the daily time frame. Let me get rid of that for you. Yeah, just still mucking around at this kind of area. If I show you on the 1 hour time frame, we're getting into extremely overvalued again on the 1 hour, so maybe expected a bit more of a dip. But again, it's just ranging in this really tight range between about $4.40 and $4.60, so a 20-cent range since the start of the month. Okay, it's pretty tight range. Okay, I think over the longer term it will break to the upside. Okay, so I'm favoring that, and the reason I'm favoring that is, let's take a look at the COPX. This is the Global Copper Miners Index, one I am currently in a, well, not a huge way, but I have a position in it, and it's looking quite good at the moment. Let me show you on the monthly time frame. We'll get rid of all that all that jazz. Looking very good. This is its all-time high here at $62 US, 63 US, and we're currently trending up on the monthly time frame. This is it on the quarterly time frame. Looking quite nice. Looking like it's about to potentially break on the quarterly time frame. Right here. Again, this is quarter. We have to wait to see what September does in order to say, okay, onwards and upwards from there. But if you look at that, that's looking quite nice. Don't know why that's there. And on the monthly, we're about to close this month as well. So that's why I was showing you the monthly. The monthly, I think I was showing some potential bearish divergence, but we're not there yet. Okay, we're actually, looks like we're poking our head out of here. So we might be having a break on the RSI on the monthly time frame. That could be looking really good. What I need to see it do is just clear this level here. We're right there at the moment, around about $49 US. Once we do that, I think we're looking pretty good. Let me just quickly show you, do I need to change anything here on the, yes, I do. I'll take it from there, and let me just adjust to the message of the market. And look at that on the logarithmic scale, we're just through the 0.618, and it's just looking really tasty. So the short answer is I'm very bullish on copper miners. Okay, if you don't want to pick individual miners, which you probably just shouldn't, okay, don't take the extra risk. Buy something like the COPX listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Not financial advice. That is copper as well. And of course, when you're ready to buy precious metals, and I know you are buying precious metals already, you want to head over to Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, best bullion dealer in all of Australia. I spoke to Ricky for a whole hour on the channel yesterday. Check out that interview. It's in the live section of the YouTube channel at Good Morning Stackers. Hit the big red subscribe button to join. But Perth Bullion Exchange doing so well. They launched the business last May. They were the first business in all of Australia to offer free shipping. That's it. No other bullion dealer had ever offered free shipping on any kind of dollar value, any kind of quantity value. Come on, man. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. They have an amazing range. They have amazing prices. They actually price match against the other big bullion dealers here in Australia as well. So if you find it cheaper somewhere else and they have it in stock and Perth Bullion Exchange has it in stock, there's a couple of T's and C's. They'll change the price for you, and then they change the price on the website so everyone else gets the best price as well. It's just amazing. So all you need is 20 or more items in your shopping cart. So again, it's not 20 of one thing. You could buy 2 Perth Mint kangaroos. You could buy a legendary warrior series. You could buy a few bars. You could buy larger 1 kilo bars. You can buy mix and matching of sizes, of types. You can buy a bit of gold, a bit of silver. As long as there's just 20 or more items in the shopping cart, you'll see the free shipping option come up. And then you click on that. Free delivery, express delivery, sign-on delivery, fully secured, fully insured. Amazing. perthbullion.com.au. Finally, people, let's do a final synchronized slurp here for Friday, the 29th of August 2025. We're coming up to the end of the month. In a couple of days' time, when September rolls around, maybe on the Monday, I'll probably do it. I'll do a September outlook for precious metals. We've just got to see where we close at here. Okay, so hopefully close over those key levels that I've been speaking about. Let's do a final synchronized slurp. Tell me in the comments what you are slurping. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. It is my calling card. It is the Slurp heard around the world. My name is Joe Main. You've watched Good Morning Stackers. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking, and I'll see you soon.